Hey everybody, welcome back to the Patreon Q&A. So yes, we should get into the questions. So firstly, Ian asks, what kind of games do you find the most difficult to get into? To get into? Probably 4X grand strategy games. Ones with really complex systems and like Europa Universalis or Crusader Kings. Games like that. Like, I'm not naturally good at games like that. I need to spend a lot of time to get into them. I suppose anyone does, but they're the kind of games that I find probably the most difficult to understand. I keep meaning to get into them. It's just that one of those... I would need to invest like 30 hours just to understand the basic principles of how these games work. And I'm not very good at history type things, so I guess you'd need to be that as well. So yeah, probably 4X grand strategy type games. Maybe too complex for my small brain to deal with. Mina asks, if you had to live without beer, music or video games, which would you give up for life? You had to ditch one out of the three. It's a very tough question. Honestly, if I'm being honest, probably beer. Which is a big decision. I'd go straight edge for video games and music, I think. Music's too important to me. Video games are too important to me. Beer is just like a... I mean, I could give up beer and still drink, I suppose. I could drink vodka. I could drink whiskey. I could drink any beverage. That's not beer. So beer, I'd miss beer, but I'd give it up. In the name of entertainment, I'd certainly do it. So the next question, Aaron asks, what's your most memorable video game victory? The one time you defeated the final boss, or beat the one guy in the arcade who was really good at Super Street Fighter, a moment like that. I honestly have no idea. Trying to think of difficult games. I mean, looping in Nuclear Throne is a fairly big victory. I enjoy that very much. Beating Spelunky felt like a very big victory. I think generally, like, if you're playing like Counter-Strike and you're up against someone that's very good, being able to dominate them is a very good feeling. I guess in any game, or in Hearthstone, when you're playing against... Like, I got to 12 wins in Arena in Hearthstone quite a while ago now, actually, with a very strange warrior deck that was using Warsong Commanders and Bloodsail Raiders. Is that the 2-3 for 2? But what I was doing is I was using the Gorehowl with the Warsong Commander out on the board already, and then playing the Bloodsail Raider, which then means that they get charged instantly, and then they get the extra +7 attack, and you can do some funky stuff with that. That was pretty cool. Probably one of the strangest arenas that I've done. It was good fun. Any competitive game that I feel like I've done something worthwhile in is always a victory. Just generally completing games feels good as well. Anytime you finish a game, you kind of have that sense of victory, that you have a sense of accomplishment, that you've done something good, that you've done something, and you've seen it through the whole way. 100, right, okay, Platinum God and Isaac, actually, biggest victory. When I got Platinum God in The Binding of Isaac, I feel like that's one of the biggest video game victories that I've ever had, because that's a difficult thing to achieve, and I managed to get there, which makes me very excited for Rebirth when it comes out in like 2 more sleeps. So, sleep tonight. No, wait, hold on. Tonight will be Sunday, tomorrow, like 3 more sleeps basically. And then we've got Rebirth. Very excited for that. It'll be awesome. On to the next question. So, Austin asks, any plans to do fan games or on or off? Yeah, okay, so any plans to do fan games on or off stream? So, like, yeah, I want to get a Counter-Strike server and do some Counter-Strike stuff on stream probably. Maybe do some other games. It's just a case of getting it all set up and finding the time. I'm still, like, trying my best to get a proper stream schedule going, which seems to be working out well. People are showing up, people are watching, I'm enjoying it. I like streaming again. It's a lot of good fun. I'd love to do like maybe on a Sunday or a Saturday or something like that, we'll do like a kind of Counter-Strike thing. I'll set it up and I'll let people know. I'll probably do it through Patreon as well, so we can kind of do it that way. Definitely got plans to do something like that though. Neon Radish asks, how much, if any, money do you think you've put into Hearthstone over the course of playing the game? I don't know if I feel comfortable answering that, because the number's really high and really stupid. I have... Well, considering I've been playing the game since October of last year, and I have bought packs, quite a few packs, I'd say I've spent... I'll say over £100, but I'm not going to say exactly how much. It's super depressing thinking about it like that you spent that much money on a game that's like just on like virtual digital cards that you can play against each other. I have spent an awful lot of money though. I enjoy it. It's given me a lot of fun. One of my most played games. I do enjoy Hearthstone. Now that they've started banning bots, I think I'm going to go back to it a lot more. I think I'll play a lot more Hearthstone now that they're starting to proactively like remove people that are botting. Bots make the game not so fun. Bots are only good at a few things, so bots don't really do well with like spells or complex plays, but if they've got a deck that has a lot of minions, like Zoo for instance, they can do that well because it's play a minion, use board control, kill the other person's minions, and then kind of win by board control. Bots are good at that, and it's really annoying because Zoo is very hard to deal with anyway, and then when you've got a bot that's kind of very clinical and thinks about things and like almost logic, objective, like I can do this because this will beat this and whatever, you don't have much room for human error with a bot. And they're not perfect, but they do work well with things like Zoo and that Shaman bot, which was really annoying. So now that they've got less bots, I guess I'll be playing more of it. And finally, Zachary asks, what's the game you found to be the hardest? I don't know. There's a lot of difficult games. I think back in the day on the Nintendo, there was a game that I had. I don't even know if I've got it in here. I might have it somewhere. Maybe not. Oh, I do. Okay. This game. Wizards and Warriors. I had no idea what I was doing with this game. I mean, I would have been like 3 or 4 at the time when I was playing it. I guess if I go back to it now, I'd probably be better. But yeah, that was a fairly difficult game to deal with. Just being young and not knowing about things like game systems and like mechanics in games and how things work. And I think it was like a kind of Metroidvania or Metroid-like or something kind of style where it was like an open world you would go through. I had no idea. I should go back to it actually and play it one day, eventually. And that's a name you don't see very, very often. Acclaim. They had all of the consoles back in the day, and now you don't really hear about it. I think they've gone out of business, probably. Who knows? But anyway, that's that for the questions for today. Yes, I have a woolly jumper on today, because it's cold. Because it's winter here, has been for the last 40 years. I enjoy a bit of good knitwear. Wear a scarf, wear a hat, get some knitwear on. That's how you do. Anyway, thank you so much for the support over the last month on Patreon. I do appreciate it again, it means a lot to me. And I should be trying to plan, like I said, the CSGO server thing soon, if I can. I'd like to do something because I enjoy playing Counter-Strike in my off time anyway. And yeah, again, I appreciate the support, the likes, the comments, all the subscribers that I get on YouTube as well. You're all awesome. I love you very much.